Blessings to everyone on this second Sunday of Easter. The folks who were preparing to become welcomed into the church, those of you receiving baptism, confirmation, and the Eucharist, we're certainly thinking of you and praying for you these days as you patiently wait for this formal reception into the church itself. And this particular time is usually what's called the mystagogia, and it's a time when the deeper mysteries of the faith that you have accepted and received into your life open up through reflection and conversation. It's a time when the truths of the faith begin to unfold more before you. It was usually done in the first week of Easter, and Bishop Kennutner talks about this example of mystagogia and getting deeper into the faith itself. He says that great painters and great musicians can study the principles of art and music, but the beauty that they produce doesn't come from being able to recite the principles. Artists have to take these principles inside themselves and also be taken by them so that the principles live in ways that no one could put into words. Even well-prepared 7-year-olds who receive First Eucharist have much, much more to learn about what they are receiving. One would hope that the growth would last a lifetime as they come to know more and more of God's love and the gift of new life in the Eucharist. This Easter season is a time of mystagogia for all of us, Christians new and Christians old. The God-given life is a gift given by Christ and an exhaustible and enjoyable search for more depth of God's love. And the gospel for today, this second Sunday of Easter in the A-cycle readings, is from John. And I can't help but wonder if there's a little bit of Thomas in all of us, certainly in myself. The disbelief of Thomas is an understandable thing for me. In a way, it's unbelievable that Jesus rose from the dead, and even more so, that God's forgiveness given to all in the pure love of Jesus is unconditional, is for all, no exceptions. I wonder if it may be one of the greatest powers that we have been given to forgive, to be forgiven. It's a form of new life, isn't it, when we experience it in our lives? There's also a dark side to it, that we also have been given the power to retain, to not forgive, to hold another, or be held in the prison of sin or poor choices, poor judgment. And yet, like Thomas, if God forgives me and loves me unconditionally, how can I imagine not trying to do so? And my saying that I can't do that because I'm not God is not a way out. I know, we all know, that God will help us to do this. Sisters and brothers in the Lord, boys and girls, may we all rejoice in these great Easter mysteries, these priceless gifts, this mystagogia. Peace be with you. Do not be afraid. You have the power to forgive.